And so there we go. And hello, everybody. It's Dr. Hank, and welcome to your GPS to real estate success. And we have just had the most fantastic week again. It's really just been unbelievable. And I want to recap initially with you just all the exciting things that are going on. It's just fabulous. On Monday, I was with a nurse practitioner on my national podcast, Agent Wealth Success. And, normally that podcast we've been doing for real estate agents and brokers and the top brokers and agents in America, and they would, share all their secrets. But what uh, because of all these beautiful changes in the world that have happened, that have created so many opportunities, that I had nurse practitioner Megan on. She actually works with me on first responders. And so I help first responders. And again, if you're new to all of this, there's a lot of stuff, and you might want to take some notes, and you'll kind of try to understand, who's this Dr. Hank guy? And so I'm a mental scientist, and one of the things I do is I help all people, not just real estate agents and brokers, that I help everybody. And in particular, we're helping right now first responders. But we had this a nurse practitioner, and she talked about, and it's really an interesting notion. And again, I would recommend that you take notes on this, because it's just really some exciting and new thoughts that you really never have heard before. But the way that she explained it is, we have three minds. And where I caught wind of her talking about this is, we were with first responders, and we literally, when we do these Zoom calls with first responders, we have hundreds on them. In fact, we're up to 500 on the next one that we're going to do on Monday. And if you want to be on that one, let me know, and I can give you how to do. But it's really helpful information that helps first responders and their families. And so this is police and fire and whatever, but to help their families also to be able to overcome this. And we've had some really magical things happen. And just one quick example on that is a whole department, one of the departments we're working with, 1/3 of them got the virus, got the flu, if you will, and none of them had any symptoms. And so it's all about mindset, and we can literally create what we want, and we can create good health. Anyways, Nurse Megan was there, and she talked about one of the minds that speaks to us, that the heart speaks to the mind more than the mind speaks to the heart. And it's kind of an interesting notion. I want you to think about that. Hey, when is your heart, like when your heart sings and you're really happy, that, your heart is communicating with you. And another way to say that is God is communicating with you, your higher self is communicating with you. But the third mind she talked about was the gut. And so I call that the solar plexus, but she calls it the gut. And you know how you have a gut feeling, and always go with your gut feeling because it's right. So it doesn't matter how big the deal is if it doesn't feel good, in the gut. And so these three minds. So anyways, I have that podcast, and if you want it, we have that recorded, but it's really fascinating. On Tuesday, we have our mastermind set for all real estate professionals. And that was another amazing time that we had, that we discovered there's actually 10 steps that you can take right now, that most of the steps you've never even heard of, that you can do in the social media, because I'm connected with the #1 social media expert in America, and she's giving away a free hour to you. So again, write these things down, and then it's kind of a laundry list, and by the time you're done here, you're going to have so many resources, so many wonderful things to build your business, build your wealth, and build your lives, and build all of our lives, and connect, and be happier, and be more loving and kinder, just all kinds of wonderful things. But on Tuesday, we actually had we also did which was just an amazing a meditation on financial abundance. And so if you're looking for financial abundance, whether you know it or not, and again, you'll understand this with my teaching, but all thoughts become things. And it's a matter, and I teach you how to have your thoughts become things. And so to have your dreams come true, but it all starts with your thoughts. And so one of the best ways is to be in a meditative state. Christ said, the meek shall inherit the earth. And that is the meek, being in a meditative, quiet, allowing state to receive all the thoughts and answers and solutions and attract all the people and circumstances and events in order to make your heart sing. And so, so we did a financial abundance meditation, and I'm going to actually do that meditation, a separate meditation. So if you just want that meditation, I'm going to record that at some point in the next couple of days, and so that'll be there for you. But if you didn't see Tuesdays, it'll literally help you in social media to connect more with your list. And so, you know, again, this is about real estate and then a lot more. Now, on Wednesday, we do health, wealth, and success. These are all at noon. And so Tuesday, we do our master mindset with real estate professionals. Wednesday, we do this for everybody. It's for your list. It's a way to connect with your list and say, hey, Dr. Hank is going to talk about how to gain health, wealth, and success. And so, and there's just 3 easy steps. And I talk about those steps each week. And so what happened on Wednesday, yesterday, is first of all, the Blue Angels flew by. And so I took pictures of them at 11 o'clock, and I have that up on Facebook if you want to take a look at that, to honor our first responders and also our front line responders, so all the people that are, you know, the doctors, nurses, whatever, not just the police and fire. And so on Wednesday, so we had the Blue Angels fly over. Then we had health, wealth, and success. And that is where we did another meditation that was on how to discover health, wealth, and success. And those meditations, people just came back to me and said, oh, I just feel so darn good. And I know one of us had said, does it get any better than this? And so one of the things I want you to write down, if you did miss yesterday's, is write down this. You're asking, okay, you're asking the universe, you're asking God, you know, whatever words, your higher self, whatever words you want to, your understanding of it, but ask and you shall receive. So what I want you to write down is, does it get any better than this? How does it get any better than this? So it's, how does it get any better than this? And what you're doing is you're calling forth, how does it get any better than this? And so this is like, we're living in magic right now. We're all doing just great. It's just our thoughts sometimes aren't on, you know, that we're we're not seeing the blessings. We're not seeing the beauty of this world, our lives, each other, and how to be able to do this. So how does it get any better than this? And so you're really asking, and what you're doing is your angels just will go flying out and start collecting all your goodies that you want on how does it get any better than this. And so in answer to that, how does it get any better than this, is what I'm going to show you right now. This is called a patented process, copyrighted patented process called Your Real Estate GPS to Success. I have thousands of agents all over the United States that use this. It's exclusive to me. We do use a business model with this, but you can have all 5 steps just with me, or you can use the business model to make it even better. But it's a proven success formula for real estate agents and brokers. Your total investment, remember, you never pay me anything. Your total investment less than $100, and I'm going to give you thousands of dollars every month, and I'm going to give you thousands of dollars. You're going to grow your business more than it's ever been, and it's just going to be glorious. So I'm going to share with you today those 5 different steps and how you're going to build your real estate business, how you're going to build a legacy, how you're going to build your wealth. And so just very briefly on going through a background on, who I am for those of you that may not know, because if you've seen me on Tuesday and Wednesday, you might just think, hey, I'm this shaman guy that, just helps people to connect with God and all it is and their higher self and be happier and more successful and be independently wealthy and blah, blah, blah. But I've actually been in real estate for over 20 years. And so I've owned a mortgage company, I owned a real estate company. I had 420 agents in the state of Texas and every major market in Texas. And I interviewed, and so I was able to discover the secrets of, and there's basically these 5 steps, the secrets to how to build your business and how to build your wealth, the secrets to real estate. And one of the ways that I was able to do that, so my PhD is in mental science. So I'm a mental scientist. I'm a head doctor, and I checked all you guys out, and you guys are great. You're all good. And that I also have interviewed, though, the top real estate agents, brokers, trainers in America, and I've asked them their secrets. And so from that, I combined all of my business experience too, and I was on the fast track with Procter & Gamble and all kinds of wonderful things, to where I combined all of that to come up with this GPS to your real estate success that's specific to real estate agents and brokers. I used to work with Fortune 100 companies around the world and help them to measurably increase their results. Now I just have fun. I usually travel the world about half the time. I would have been in Asia right now, but it looks like I'm not doing that for a while. But we do have a trip. Somebody said to me, we've had all kinds of business, by the way. Just this week, we've literally have had listings and buyers, and millions of dollars of new business has been generated. So if like you have thought like, oh, there's not much real estate business going on, there is literally billions of dollars, and we're capturing just within our team under my umbrella, if you will, millions of dollars worth of real estate business just this week. And but one lady just had a closing. In fact, she's a new agent, had her first closing, and it was with some people that live in Hawaii. And that gave me a thought on Hawaii. How cool is that? So I planned a trip in July. I'm going to go to Hawaii for a couple of weeks. And I assume that it'll be all open up. And if it isn't, I'll just go to Hawaii in my mind and everything is fine. So anyways, I discovered the secrets to real estate and really the secrets to life. So again, this is way more than real estate. And this is a way for you to be happier, for you to connect, have better relationships, better health. I've helped people overcome cancer, all kinds of things. And so this is your time. And the reason why you're on this right now is you've been asking. And so basically, God knows where you are, where you're going, and knows the path of least resistance, the easiest path for you to get to all your goodies, all the things that you want. And where I come in is I'm on that path. So you've been praying for more, you want to be, do, and have more. And so God puts me there. So I'm your guardian angel, if you will. And you're not only stuck with me during this lifetime, but now all of eternity. Woo-hoo. And by the way, afterwards, we'll talk and everything, and you can ask questions. Or if you have any comments as we're going through here, feel free to do that. So very briefly, the 5 steps are: the first step, the most important out of them all. My agents say it's the most important, that we have all kinds of goodies for you, but the most important thing that nobody else offers in America, no broker, no nobody, is you get my mindset improvement. So I have magical statements that will literally increase your income, will make the deals move, you'll get more leads, that just everything that you wanted. And it really all starts with your mindset. So this mindset that I used to charge thousands of dollars, like per person, 25 grand per person, at like Chase Bank, IBM, whatever, that you get all of that same process, but specific to real estate now. You get that same process. And so that is in number 1. And again, you don't pay me anything and you get it, just because the way the business model is, and because of my position in life, I'm independently wealthy. And so I can, give back, and I love giving back. So, and another thing about me, just so you understand, is my soul's desire is to help you become your greatest possibility. And so that's what I'm here for. And so if you'll allow that and receive that and be open to that, that your prayers are going to be answered, a lot of them in this. And this is one of the ways, one of the paths, if you will, for your lighted path. So mindset is number one. The second one is agents and top agents, brokers around America, you know, they'd be doing $160 million a year, agents, and they said number one is mindset, but then number two was lead programs, and typically top agents, like the top 5% of agents in America, there's 2 million agents, by the way, in the United States. And out of those, that, you know, about the top 5%, about 40,000 actually, invest thousands of dollars, at least $2,000 just on lead programs every month. And you're going to have America's #1 lead programs that normally cost thousands of dollars. Again, everything's going to be under $100 for you. So lead programs and strategies, we have the best lead programs, the best strategies. If you want to serve, and with heart too, we have the program, especially our first responders program. And so you're going to actually become, you have an opportunity, if you want to be certified at Agent Wealth Success, also to be certified with, and it's really easy, everything's really easy with me and simple, it doesn't take a lot of time. In fact, you're going to have more time too, more money, and you're going to laugh more and have more fun. In fact, you're going to sing more. We'll even sing, I think, at the end of this. And so we have a lot of different programs, but you can also be certified as a first responder to be able to help them. And so we help them with mindset. So I do that, you know, with my mindset. We also help them buy and sell homes. And by the way, they happen to be the best client in the world right now because they got to keep their jobs, right? The police and the fire, they kept their jobs. None of them got laid off. They make good money. They typically have good credit. So they're ideal clients. And not only that, we also give them career opportunities. And so we can give them career opportunities in real estate here to be able to have them be on their lighted path. So the third step is training and development. And we have America's best training that we literally have cherry-picked the top trainers and agents, brokers in America that do the training. So you get all the best training that there is. And then, now this, by the way, these 3 steps are about the only steps that these top agents and brokers shared with me. And so they said this is how they build their business. So I would work with agents and I would build a 5-year financial plan with them. And with my agents, you know, I had 420 agents. And so I'd increase their commissions big time, okay? And they'd increase their income and doing 25, 30, $5,000 a month, whatever. That we have, you know, one of us on the line right now, just last month, did $35,000 of commissions. And so, and you're going to too, and you're going to be able to do this, whether you're new, experienced, it doesn't matter where you are, it just matters where your head's at. And then all these resources that we have. And so this, that I would do this financial plan with my agents in a 5-year plan. And one of the things they told me, hey, you need to grow my commissions and give me lead programs and give me all these goodies, you know. And I said, okay, no problem. And so they'd grow their commissions and I'd go back to them and I'd say, hey, how's that financial plan going? And, you know, savings and investment, different real estate things that I'll share with you later. And they go, oh, well, I really didn't do any of that, but I got a bigger house, I got a bigger car, more expensive car. So in other words, they blew all their money. That's why 95% of agents and brokers have about 3 months to live on until they need to have their next deal. They only have 3 months worth of, you know, savings, investments, whatever. And so that's why I incorporated number 4. And number 4 is savings and investments, where you can start building your wealth and legacy. And again, we'll get into all those details. You know, get into apartment buying and literally have passive income from the rest of your life on that, and or sell it. We had an agent last year that made $1 million on just finding us. They didn't need any money down. They found the apartment building for us, and we made $2 million on it, and she made $1 million. And so, so there's great, wonderful opportunities on that. And then number 5 probably really the name of the game. At least for me, I've discovered that passive income is really, really nice, where you don't have to work, where when you get as youthful as I am, that, hey, you know, I just want to go play more and I want to see my grandchildren and whatever. And so passive income is the name of the game. So you have no capital risk at all in this. And mainly it's just an ego risk. People say like, oh, well, you know, I love this or want this. And it's like, well, what do you want? You know, I thought you wanted to build your business and your wealth. And this guaranteed is the best way that I know in real estate anywhere in America in order to build your wealth and build your business. So you're going to have three streams of income. First of all, your business is going to grow with the mindset, with the training, with the all the different regular real estate training. You know, you need like the best listing presentation, or you need, hey, how do I connect with my list right now? What do I talk to them about? And by the way, in our mastermind group on Tuesday, we have talked about that. And really, it's just a whole library full. Like if you use it last month, you'll have everything you need in order to be able to build your business just on that one alone. Then your wealth is going to grow. You're actually going to have public stock. You're going to have investment opportunities with no money even is required on some of these investment opportunities, or as little as you can get into commercial investing. I have a way to do that for just $500, you know, be able to do it. The main way to make a lot of money, by the way, is to find a depressed home, to find an apartment building that we like the price on, and that it has, you know, an NOI and different things that we'll use our people to assess. But again, I look at this as like a buffet. I have lots and lots of different things. I want you to write down the things that really interest you as I'm talking here. And then afterwards, you review that, and then you come back to me and say, hey, I like this, 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 and whatever that is, that you can have it. And then your passive income is going to grow. And so remember that step number 5, that residual income. So it could be from apartment buildings, other ways that I'll share with you here in a minute. So let's take a little breath here, take a deep breath in, and just relax. Just kind of take it all in and think, wow, that's a lot of good stuff so far, right? Well, it gets even better. So here's the detail on what we have, what is offered for you. And the first one is my mindset training. And this, I could literally invest 2 days with you just telling you about all the different things that I have, much less going through it all. But we have mindset training. We have how to be a $10 million agent or more, exclusive lead and referral programs that are considered the best in America, that are easy, that are fun, that, you know, like you'll never hear me tell you, hey, go make, you know, 100 phone calls a day. No, that, you know, whatever feels best for you, and I'm going to give you, you know, this buffet, and then you go do what feels best. I can measure your talents. There's 67 talents of mankind. You probably didn't know that. I can actually measure it to 1/10 of a point, so you can leverage your top talents to be able to use that to be able to go bless the world with. And then, of course, our mastermind group. And you know, we have agents. One agent just within the last probably 6 weeks has done over $3 million, generated leads and, you know, buyers, sellers of over $3 million. And again, this is supposedly the time when we're all inside. And by the way, we're the highest technology out of them all. And so we have the leading cutting edge. That's why, like on Tuesday, we shared those steps on some of the technology you've never heard of before. And then we have this technology and how to make videos real easy and simple, and how to edit them real easily. In fact, let me just give you that one. I think I have it right here. I write down wevideo.com, and I don't think I shared that on Tuesday, but it's WE and then video.com. But it's a way to edit videos really easily and simply. And by the way, just about everything that I find for you guys is free. And so, you know, or we at least get, you know, something for free, like social media. You want to be a social media expert? I have America's #1 social media expert for real estate, and she's going to give you at least an hour. I had one agent last week go to her, and she got like an hour and a half, talked to her, and got all kinds of information, all excited about that. So lots of things. So what's going to happen is I'm going to take you to this mountain, you know, and that mountain is where all your desires are. I'm going to take you to the mountain, but that mountain has no top on it. You're going to be able to expand your imagination, ask for more answers and solutions, and be able to get what you want. And the second thing is exclusive lead programs. So we actually have 4 exclusive lead programs for you. The first is this first responders program. So if you are, and you can be anywhere in the nation, that we have a first responders program all set up, all ready for you on how to be able to go in to do it. If you're in Texas, we have the direct connections in any market that you're at, but it's a way for you to go to first responders and say, hey, I want to help with buying and selling homes. We had this week an agent that hasn't done any business for like a year, joined us a couple of months ago, still didn't get any business, and all of a sudden recognized, hey, I really like this first responders, that she put her heart into it. And this week she got a listing and a buyer, got 2 deals this week just out of first responders. The second one is new home builders. And again, we have a whole way to be able to help you with going to a new home builder. And our experience with this is when you go to the new home builder and tell them everything that you have to offer, like we have a way to market all of their stuff on social media with squeeze pages that you don't need to know the technology of. Okay, the system does the squeeze pages. And every new home builder that we've been to has said, oh my gosh, we want you to be our exclusive agent. And so, they got all kinds of people walking in there, buyers walking in there, that you can also, depending on the relationship, do listings. I have an agent that's all she does. She uses this process, and that's all she does is go into this one new home builder every week and uses these resources that we provide. And she has all the business. She goes, it's so easy. She has so much time and she makes so much money. And that's what I want for you. The third and fourth program is, the third one is KV Core. KV Core normally, now again, you're not going to pay these prices, but normally it's $1,000 startup and $1,600 per month. And KV Core is actually, it can be used with that new home builders, because what you're going to do is we're going to give you a website. We're going to give you a CRM. That CRM has artificial intelligence, can identify if it's a buyer or a seller, and will instantly send a text and an email. And these are exclusive leads that come back to you. And I'll give you some examples on how successful just KV Core is. And then the fourth one is my referral program. And this is really a way to build relationships, do it with heart and kindness. And really, life is so short. I'm at a stage of my life where now I recognize what life is. And life really isn't about making money. And once you get your first million, you want your second million and whatever. And so, the desires keep on going. That's what we're here for. And, maybe when you were growing up, your mother said, stop asking for stuff, or maybe if you're a mother or father and your kid is saying, quit asking for stuff. You always want. That's what we're here for. We expand all that is. And so just love it and know that it's all coming to you. And so those 4 different programs that they would at least cost $3,000 per month. And again, your only investment, not to me, but your only investment is just $85 per month for everything that I'm sharing with you. My mindset that people would pay thousands, my coaching, you get me as a coach. And so you can text me, email me, talk to me. And, it's kind of funny. A lot of people think, oh, that Dr. Hank, he's too busy. I'm never busy because I never use that word. And if you're using that word, stop using that word. You can say I'm productive or I'm just having fun. I'm going to go have fun today. And so anyways, I have plenty of time. And even when I know that, like Ryan's on the phone right now, when I was in Europe in December and I was in Switzerland, and he's texting me, hey, can I call you about something? Sure, and that just a little bit different time change. Other than that, it's all good. So I'm available.
And you brought me back some candy from Switzerland that was awesome.
And I did, yeah, some milk chocolate from Switzerland. Of course, what's Switzerland known for? You know, the Swiss knives, which who wants that? But that chocolate, ooh, that's good. Thank you, Ryan. Yeah, and so you get these top exclusive lead programs. Now, what do they do? So, for example, one agent, Alfred, he's here in the DFW market in Frisco. His first month using KB Core, just one of the leads programs, okay, that using KB Core, he got 50 leads. Out of those leads, he got 10 buyers, and he got 2 listing appointments and closed one of those listings. That means 1 out of 5 deals were closing for him. Do you know what the normal one is? First of all, normally they're not exclusive, and your 20 other agents get the same lead you do, and then you got to go try to, you know, call within 90 seconds. According to Zillow, if you don't call within 90 seconds, that you won't get the deal. Okay, well, these are exclusive deals. So you get an instant text, email to that prospect. And then when you have time, you know, you can call them up. But 1 out of 5, most are 1 out of 100. And then you got to call them like 3, 4 times. So you're talking hundreds of calls for one deal. And this is one of the many reasons why you're going to be able to save time. And Jeff and Amanda Whitespear, again, we have top agents around the United States, and in fact, I'm really actively looking for some more leaders in the market and to certify them. So if you're interested in that, you can also do that. It's just more fun, more opportunity, more service, more joy. But these guys, they were doing like 200 deals a year, and they said, we don't care about any of this other stuff. Now they do, but at the time they were paying $2,000 a month for Boomtown, and all they wanted was KV Core. So last year they did 220 deals. So they increased after doing so much. Just mom and dad, you know, they got young kids, and it's just them. That's how many deals, 220 deals, and they now have more money than they ever had. Have 3 streams of income. It's just, you know, a blessing. And so then training and development. So the third one, and again, lots of information, but just know like, hey, anything you want to go do in real estate, you just need to come to me and say, hey, I want to get into this, or I need training in this, or whatever. But training and development. Last week alone, we had 50 classes. And all up to speed, all on, you know, how do I do a virtual listing? How do I do a virtual open house? Because the world has changed now, okay? Well, we're already up in the cloud, so we're all set for that. In fact, we're the only growing company out there right now, other than Amazon, of course. In fact, we're called the Amazon of real estate. But sales and listings, lead generation, anything that you name it, that we have it. And so you have all that training and development. And so I shared with you, it's up in the cloud. So up in the cloud, we have, because some people say, well, Dr. Hank, how do you have capacity to handle all these different deals? You know, you're doing thousands of deals, and all your agents are so successful. You know, how do you do that? Well, I actually have 350 people up in the cloud to be able to serve you. We have a technology department. So you got a problem with your computer, go up to the technology department. They'll get into your computer and be able to fix it. You got a question with software, technology department will handle it. Classes, all the classes are there. You can pick whichever one, and you get to go ahead and talk whenever you want to. They're live classes. You're just an avatar. Now, about 4 years ago, I really didn't know what an avatar was. I knew it was a movie, and that's about it. And so I love my little avatar now. My avatar runs way faster than I can run. My avatar has more hair than I do. And by the way, I get a haircut on Saturday. And then my avatar has darker hair than I do. So, you know, I just love my little avatar, but it's all live, interactive, and literally in about 30 seconds, you can get any answer to any question that you have. So we're light years ahead of anybody else as far as this new world now on virtual world. We're already there. We already got it. We got the top, everything, the training, the resources for you to be able to do and have everything that you want in real estate. The fourth one. So some people have said to me that I'd have brokers and they said, hey, I own my own franchise. And I go, cool, is it worth anything? And by the way, brokers, to be a broker is just about the worst job in the world. And I personally know you get calls from 7 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock at night. And if you're an independent broker like I was, you really don't make very much money, and not near whatever you think. The average, by the way, is about $1,000 an agent a year. Okay, and then they have all this overhead that they have, and so now you're going to be able to actually own the company. And you can become an owner, and that's why, again, I'm looking for these leaders in the markets, different markets in the United States, because we have NASDAQ stock that we're going to offer you. So this is one way to have savings and investment, and it's under the business model I had referred to. But there are 5 ways for you to earn stock. And by the way, this stock has been going up, like within the last month, the stock is up about 15%. Okay, most stock, what has the stock gone down? Well, because we're technology and high tech and everything, then we have this. And so a couple of years ago, we were invited to the NASDAQ. And so that means we have pristine financials and longevity, show sustainability. But there's 5 ways for you to earn stock. There's no other broker that I know in America that is going to give you any stock. Okay, Gary Keller is a multi-billionaire. The way people become millionaires and billionaires, I already have a couple of agents, by the way, that are millionaires just with the stock, not to mention the other, ways to build your business, and then with this passive income. And but Gary Keller, he's a multi-billionaire, and it's because of stock, not his monthly income or anything. And he's not going to give us 1 share of stock. In fact, it's kind of funny with Keller Williams, because they spent, like last year, over $800 million on brick and mortar, on office space, not to mention add-on admin and cost of insurance and everything. So there are billions of dollars spent, and we save all that because we're on the cloud, and we're redistributing all the wealth back to you. And you'll see how we do that. One of the ways is this way. So on your first closing that you have, on your first sale, you're going to get $200 worth of stock. And then some people say to me, well, what's your split? And I say, well, my agents make 150%, 250%, over 500%. And they go, Dr. Hank, you might be smart on some stuff, but you're just not very smart on this, that there's only 100% commission. And I go, oh, you're talking about the way real estate used to be done, the old brokerage model where they got all this overhead and everything that they don't need. Nobody, no consumer goes into the broker's office anymore. And I say, yeah, because see, what we have is you make not only your commission, but then you're going to make more business, more commission that you're going to have, and then you're going to have stock, and then you're going to have passive income. So that's why you're going to make over 100%. So I have a lot of people that, say, oh, I'm already making 100%. And I say, really? Is that all you're making? So you're going to actually make more than 100%. And this is one of the ways to do it. But I understand what the question is. And so our split is 80-20. So like Keller Williams is 70-30, we're 80-20, which means you get more money, okay, up front, 80% instead of 70%. And then also, that the cap, Keller Williams's cap, is 21,000, which means you have to do 21,000, pay them 21,000 before you make 100% of your commission. Well, we're only 16,000. So again, if you're with Keller Williams, some of you have, or you don't know that business model, that it's kind of a no-brainer. Gee, I'm going to make 80% instead of 70%. So that's better for me and my family. And then I'm going to save $5,000 right off the bat, because now I'm going to be able to cap, and the cap is 16,000 instead of 21. So when you do cap, we're going to give you another $400 worth of stock. One of America's fastest growing stock is it's tripled in the last few years, and And so we're going to give you, normally when you cap, your broker doesn't talk to you anymore. That when you cap, we're going to actually reward you, and we're going to give you, because the main thing we want to do is to help you build your business. And that's why I have all this mindset training and everything, and our mastermind group, and a place for your people, your list to go to on Wednesdays. And then of course, sharing this great news. This is the biggest, best opportunity I've ever seen in any industry, and for sure in the real estate industry. So another $400 when you cap. Then you can become an icon agent. And what an icon agent is, in fact, Ryan just spoke there on, getting the Swiss chocolate, that Ryan is close to capping. And then when he does about 20 more deals, then we're going to give him $16,000 in stock. Well, what does that mean? That means that you make over 100% just on this page alone, that you're already making 100%, because remember, you had to pay in 16,000. Well, when you cap and you do about 20 more deals. And so cap means, that means about doing $2.6 million. And so, and then another, 20 deals after that, and some of you say, oh, I've never done that. Well, yeah, you've never had this training. You've never had the mindset to be able to call it the way that you want to. These lead programs, this training, all these resources you haven't had until now. And then we're going to give you, for every agent that you bless. So this is a blessing, folks, that to come on Thursday and to be an agent, a broker, whatever, or brand new. Some people, are on today that are saying, hey, I'm thinking about, a new career. Well, here's a career that nobody else does this in real estate, much less any place else. Give you stock, 5 ways to earn stock, give you an opportunity to really grow your business. In fact, if you are a new agent, we have a mentor program. So if you haven't done much, we'll literally, on the first 3 deals, no money up front, that we'll give you an experienced agent that will help you A through Z on how do I get a deal, all of what contracts, et cetera, to the closing. Plus, we have specific in your state real estate training for you as a new agent in that state that actually will build your business. Because those of you that just, are taking school right now, that that they don't really teach you how to be a real estate agent in real estate class. So again, when you bless agents that we're going to, and they join and they have their first close, and we're going to give you another $400 worth of stock. I've literally gotten thousands of dollars of stock just this month. It's just, amazing, just such a blessing. And then you could take up to 5%. This is kind of like a 401k program in corporate America, except we don't have any rules. There are no quotas. That you'll never hear me say, oh, you got to, do this much business or whatever. There are no quotas. That you do what you feel is best. Again, we encourage you to, hey, build your real estate business, and you can keep your own name and everything. So like if you're a broker, experienced agent, you have a reputation out there, you're going to be able to keep all of that. And so, so again, up to 5% of your commission can be used to purchase stock at a 10% discount. It's like you making 10% instantly. So with all my agents, I recommend doing this. If you really want to build your wealth, and I have agents that really every day, agents are coming to me and just saying, thank you so much. I mean, this is a legacy. I can leave this, with my kids, that I'm building my business like I never did before. And it's so easy. I have more time, I have more money. It is something. But this one, again, it's optional. You don't have to put the 5% of commissions into the stock, but I would highly recommend it. And the stock is relatively low right now, just as what's happened, around the world. And so it's a great time to get it. In fact, Brian, who had just talked there, that he's so funny because he says he loves when the stock goes down. So that way he gets more stock, right? More shares of stock, because of the way this is set up. So other savings and investment programs, again, just under my exclusive umbrella. You don't get this anyplace else. Apartments, and again, it may not be on your radar. Just look at it as buffet. But find an apartment building. We have the investors. I am the #1 apartment guy that he has bought and sold over 10,000 apartment buildings, and we're going to give you You just find it and we'll split the profit with you 50-50. So you don't need money on this stuff either. And then flipping residential, commercial, if you're interested in that, we have people that have knowledge. We'll train you on that. And again, what us investors are mainly looking for is for you to be able to find us some depressed homes, some good buys in apartment buildings, and then we're happy to split that with you. And again, you don't need any money down. We provide the funding, so we have all the money really in the world. You just provide the opportunities. And again, it may not be on your radar screen right now, but no, it is available. And then once you start making like 25 grand or more every month, you're going to say, Dr. Hank, I'm just sick and tired paying all these taxes every month and thousands of dollars in taxes. And then I'll give you our wealth manager. And so she's a CPA, exclusive, works with my agents, and understands real estate, understands us, and then understands how to get deductions for you, how to defer it, and how to eliminate your taxes. She's in fact been very helpful to some of my agents on getting this money from the government that they have, that she has helped with that as well. The fifth one is passive income. And again, remember, passive income can come from like the apartment building, where we're using that apartment building and let's say we're getting cash flow. Like I have someone right now that we're getting cash flow of 24 grand a month, and then she gets $12,000 a month on that. And so it's like, oh, I like that. But another way for passive income, so if you're not familiar with the Keller Williams model, basically Keller Williams became the fastest growing real estate company in America. And the reason why they did is they offered another stream of income, and it was called profit share. And basically when you invite an agent, that you'll get a piece of, depending on the franchise's profit, you'll get a piece of that. But remember, revenues are the 30% that Keller Williams takes. Then they got to take out that $800 million, all those things. And so what you end up getting is profit. So whatever profit is left over. Well, we are using the same Keller Williams model with one major difference. We pay revenue share, which means we're paying 20 to 40 times more than Keller Williams is. And again, if you want to be involved with this, it's great. You don't have to be. The cool thing is you don't have to do any recruiting. Me and my team do it all. And we have lunch and learns all across America. We have these type of podcasts every week. I can meet individually with people. So all you do is introduce them to Dr. Hank, and I'll take it there from that. In fact, the only objections I've ever had from people is, oh, I love my broker. And I go, cool, we'll invite your broker and they'll join. And so I've had the top brokers in America join. Okay, or they say, oh, I love my team. And I say, great, you're going to love your team even more. You'll make money on them and you'll be able to be with them. By the way, we have more offices than anyone. In fact, in DFW, I'm the largest broker in DFW. Why? I got 28 offices. No other broker does. And it's regus.com, regus.com. So if you need an office, go there. And so what my agents do is when they have a listing appointment, they just find the closest Regus, and then they tell their client, hey, my office is right here, and they feel real comfortable that their office is nearby. Again, nobody goes to the office. And so just an amazing opportunity here to be able to bless other agents and brokers that you know. And so basically here's how it plays out. So let's say that you say, hey, this is wonderful, and I want to join and do this, that, and you invite an agent who you want to bless and be able to leave a legacy and have all this wealth and financial independence. And so you'll be paid up to $2,800 every year on that agent. Because once they reach 2,800, they've capped and there's no more money. So we're reinvesting, we're sharing, we're taking all that money that was used for brick and mortar with other brokers, and we're giving it all back to us. All of us get it. And so out of the 20%, you can see we give all the money back, but you have to earn it. Now, let me give you an example. If you had one agent that you invited, they had one close this month, next month, and let's say the gross commission was $10,000, that you would be wired into your account the 22nd of next month, that you would actually be wired $350 just for that one agent. You didn't know anything about the deal. You don't have to take care of them. We take the best care out of any broker in America. Give them the best, instantly within 30 seconds, and get any answer, get any solution that they're, looking for. And but once you invite 5 agents, because those agents are going to invite agents because they want to be part of this abundance too. And so those agents invite agents. Well, once you get 5, so see that right column, once you get 5 agents, then you'll be able to get paid up to $3,200 or 20% out of the 20%. And so one way to be independently wealthy, and so let's say do a 5-year business plan or a 1-year business plan, but get 40 agents and you'll be independently wealthy. Okay, but let me give you some examples. And again, this is just one buffet item that you can either choose or not, but you have all these choices. So I want to make sure you're writing down, hey, which ones do I want? So let's just use this example. Let's say you refer 6 productive agents or cappers. Well, that's $16,800 you'd be paid per year. Well, what's your split? 80-20, $16,000 in. Another way, besides a stock, besides growing your business now and your commissions, that now you're going to be able to get passive income and over 100% of your commission. And all for just blessing these people with this most, Christ said, I give you life and I give you a life more abundantly. I don't know in real estate any other place more abundant than this. And so let's say that those 6 agents just invite 1 agent. And so let's say we do this in the next year, okay? By next year, you would actually be passive income for the rest of your life of $3,000 on average per month. Plus, you'd have stock. So 6 agents, right? Times $400, you'd have $2,400 worth of stock. Why? All you're doing is inviting them to me. I'm doing all the, quote unquote recruiting. I'm doing all the blessing, if you will. But you initiated that blessing to bless that person and their family. Like I've heard people say, oh, I don't want to do this. I say, hey, could I talk to your spouse? And every person that was foolish enough to say, sure, you can talk to my spouse, I'd show them this, and the spouse turns to the agent or broker and says, you go do this. There's no other place to be able to build your business like this, to bless other people like this, serve more people like this, to be able to have stock and to be able to, and by the way, you can pass this on to your children. For those of you that have children, you can pass it on to your children. My kids, they're grown up and they don't do much of anything what I ask them to do. In fact, I might have one on the phone on here right now. And they usually don't do what I ask them to do. But when I told them about this revenue share and that they could have it for the rest of their life, this passive income, that they went and got their real estate license. So they listened to me on that one thing at least. So anyways, it's a fun way to be able to get involved with the whole family with this as well. And but another thing that is, so we're really not here to just talk about $3,000 a month. There's way more prosperity here and way more opportunity. We only have 28,000, 5th largest broker in America. Soon considered most say will be the largest broker. And but you still have 98% of the market there. So there's plenty of agents. The stock is still relatively low compared to other people's stocks. So there's lots of things, but we're here for a lot more. So what I teach is 10 will get you 10. And basically that is get 10 agents. And again, when you do a closing, we want you to primarily focus on your real estate business. I recommend an hour or 2 on Friday. Call agents, invite them to me, and I'll take it from there. And have them join the mastermind group, have their list go to Health, Wealth, Success. We can get 500 people on there at one time. It's just all just good stuff. But back to this 10 will get 10. So we're going to get 10 productive agents, and I'm going to help you do that. And then I'm going to help those 10 each get 10. So 10 times 10 is 100. And so now your passive income, and you'd actually be paid on the 3rd level, so you'd be making about $500,000 per year. And by the way, we have lots of agents that are making lots of money, some six-figure income per month. Okay, much less per year. But again, this is all just think about, hey, I want to bless people, and this is an opportunity that has never been there before in real estate, and why we're the fastest growing ever. So Keller Williams was the fastest growing ever. In 20 years, it took them to get 10,000 agents. Well, we are 10 years old, and we have 28,000. So in half the time, almost triple what they have. And so, and the reason why is, again, there's no other greater opportunity that I've ever seen in order to do this. And it's optional. If you decide, hey, I don't want to do this, that's fine. That you can still have all 5 of these with me. There's just some things that, you know, are excluded, like, for example, the stock and the revenue share that you wouldn't be able to have. So, some people say, oh, well, I don't know, it's almost too good to be true. And if you say that, it will be. So don't say that, okay? And just say, hey, I'm going to allow this. I've been asking for this. Here it is. It's stock. It's build my business, serve more people. We get the Hankers flying with his angels. You can fly more with your angels. It's all kinds of good things. But let's just be real conservative. So I decided I'm going to get the most conservative thing in the passive income. And I'm going to say that every agent that you would bring isn't a capper at all. In fact, they just do 6 transactions a year at $150,000 each. And that's like ludicrous. I mean, in every state, the average sale is about 300,000. And so I'm saying half of that. So they're not doing much of anything, okay? So you're not going to get the $2,800 in the first level, maybe $1,000, and that's it, okay? That you only introduced me to 6 agents a year. So 1 agent every 2 months, just say, hey, talk to Dr. Hank, you know, of anything that can make you feel better and help you if you're sick and, you know, whatever. And he can help you make a lot of money and become independently wealthy if you so choose. And here's the avenue. And if you have another way, share it with me and I'll be happy to share that other way. I just haven't found any other one that comes even close to it. But let's just say you invite 1 agent every 2 months, and that those agents that you got, they only invite 1 agent every 4 months. Like, they're not doing much business, they're not blessing other agents, so I don't know, they're sleeping a lot or drinking a lot or doing something, but they're not doing real estate, not interested in blessing and serving, you know, other people too much. So, you know, pretty much nobody's doing too much of anything, okay? You'd only get paid on 6 levels because you would have 6 agents a year. And for 5 years, it's 30 agents. And remember, to get the 7th level, which actually pays most, that you need 40 agents. So you'd only get paid on the 6th level, not on the 7th level. Your annual income, just on this, in 5 years, and, you know, tell me, have you ever seen anything like this? Is $250,000, folks. Passive income. And this doesn't include that what we're seeing is when you get 5 agents or more, that usually your revenue share increases by about 10% per month, which means it doubles every year. I'm not including that. And so just based on these low numbers on blessing just a few agents here and there, the next 5 years, you're going to have that passive income. And again, you can pass that on to your kids. So a couple of examples, and some dear friends of mine, Juan and Bettina, the first year they just did about 1 a month, okay? Now they make about $12,000 a month passive income. They have 33,000 shares, and all within the last 3 years. 33,000 times about $8, okay? So it means they have over $250,000 worth of stock just for doing what they were doing, being a real estate agent. And Wilco, you can see what he's doing. And Brian Gold, in 2 months, he did 24 agents. You know, it's like, oh my gosh. In fact, he, after 8 months, just said, hey, yeah, you know what? I'm done recruiting. I got 68 agents, and so I'm done. And now he has 4,000 agents because agents invite agents. The good news. He's one of them that makes a 6-figure income per month, by the way. And so it's all great. It's all a way to just share. It's the most empowering opportunity that I've ever seen to be able to share the wealth. And then for those of you that are experienced agents and brokers, and you say, hey, I want to do my own thing. do your own thing and we'll give you all these resources. So do your own thing. You get to keep your name, you get to keep your team, you can, LLC it with your state approved name. You do whatever you want. The only thing that every state requires is on your marketing materials, certain font sizes, usually the half the size of the regular font, you have to do brokered by eXp Realty. And again, eXp Realty is the one that's giving us that business model under my 5 steps to be able to create more wealth than I could or any other broker can in America to be able to have that. So the good news is you get to keep everything that you want, have all your dreams, you build your team, you can have people, I have some people say, well, I'm gonna invite these people, but I don't want them on my team. I said, that's great. We'll still pay you though. You're gonna get paid on all of this. And so you can do everything that you wanted before that. Just now you have all the support and you have all this ability to make way more than what your current commissions are, what your current income is as a broker. And so basically real estate is evolving and we got to ask ourselves, have we gone up on the cloud? Are we getting, the best and the most training? And this mindset training, there's nobody else. I'm a mental scientist. I've been doing, Fortune 100 companies around the world. There's nobody else that has this mindset training that you can have, whether or not, however you want to do it. Again, kind of a smorgasbord, a buffet that you can have. And then we have an exclusive lead programs. And so, what kind of lead program do you have? And then I love the referral one better. And I will show you 101 ways in order to connect with referrals and with one of the top brokers in America ever. And he's actually was on my podcast, has a book out there. And so, but I can show you on how to connect even in this virtual world that we're at now in order to build your business like never before. And then public stock available without having to pay for it. I mean, it's just ludicrous. The only time I experienced this before in my careers was at Procter & Gamble. After 15 years, I left. They had me on the fast track. And then I created this process and you get for free now. And when I left, I had millions of dollars. And I went, oh man, this is cool. and no pay for. And so you can do that same thing. And then unparalleled investment and residual passive income for you. And again, lots of information, lots of opportunities, but what you want to do is identify, hey, what's the main thing that I want to do? So the agents love this, and I love this guy, Chris Cares, he has on his sign, but his name's really Chris Lefebvre. But he was doing 6 deals a year. Joined us and first year had 26 deals. You like to do 26 deals? Or if you're doing 26 deals in the second year, he was doing $10 million worth of business. And so this is for you. This is all real. I have agents that are on today that can talk, testimonials, whatever that you didn't see. This is real, folks. And then brokers love this. Terry Hooker, he wanted to be his own broker. And so it took him 17 years. He got 8 agents. Within 6 months after joining us, he had 50 agents. Okay, I don't know what, 6 times more agents that took him 17 years. And why? He was able to, first of all, eliminate all this overhead, $100,000 in offices, $12,000 on lead programs, broker dues. I mean, I was spending thousands of dollars every quarter on broker dues in every MLS in, Texas. And then one of the reasons why I left my brokerage is, and one of the main reasons is because I couldn't provide the type of support and service that you're now going to have. There's a transaction department, there's a technology department, there's your broker up there. Within 30 seconds, you can get up there, get anything signed, anything that you want done. Better education, better leads program, and then I had stock in my brokerage, but it wasn't worth anything. Okay, now you're going to be able to have stock. You're going to be able to have revenue share, passive income, and for brokers, no liability. So it's like, wow, no liability, and you get all this wealth. So the bottom line is an 80-20 split, $16,000 cap. After that, you get 100%. Your investment, all of the Hanker stuff is free. So I have books. In fact, I just had a man in where was he? Connecticut, I think. And he said, "Oh, you're an author, but what I would recommend is this book, and you can get it for free. That, I'll give you the original manuscript, but it's called Your Royal Path to Riches. It's my last book that I have written. I'm on my 14th one right now, but the last book that I wrote, and it talks about how to tap into the subconscious mind. So all of my stuff you get free. The first month is $149. For that $149, that you get business cards, you get a website, you get a CRM, you get the leads programs, you get me, that you get, at the world's largest brokerage office with the most resources, the most people to be able to help you with the most training, all of that, first month, $149. After that, it's just $85 per month. And so that's for everything. And again, you get all of me free, if you will. And so you get coaching, all the things that you've been wanting to do, but you couldn't afford, you now do and you can afford. And then every closing, so it's just $85 per month. When you have a closing, we have our broker review that, and there's a minimal charge of $25. So I kind of kiddingly say, we do that to keep you out of jail, okay? And then if you do go to jail, we have $40 E&O insurance. So there's no expense, there's no death fee, there's no nothing. It's just $85 per month, that's it. On the closing, just $65, and then that E&O insurance caps after $500 each year. So once you're at about 13 deals or so, that it caps. So this is an opportunity to empower you and others like you've never had before in any industry. I don't know anybody that has been able to say, oh, I had a better opportunity, with stock and NASDAQ stock and all of that. But it's an opportunity to improve you and your family's life forever, to be able to live a freer and richer way. I have agents like Bettina there that, they're able to go to like Disney World, and they grew their business to 16 million now, and they have more time and can do more things with their kids. And, it's just a wonderful life. This is a wonderful life. This is one of the ways that you can have equity and savings for your future that build your passive income forever. And since we're out selling homes, we might as well get free lead programs, the best training, mindset training, public stock, and revenue share that pays 20 times more than anybody else. And why I did it, the number one reason, number two was, hey, it helped my agents better than I could as just a broker, but it's an opportunity to contribute to the joy and well-being of others. And so I ask you to accept this as that. This is an opportunity to increase your joy and your well-being, as it will mine. So with that, become a super broker. And why are you a super broker? Well, when I was a broker in Texas, I could only invite agents in Texas. Now I'm a super broker, and I can invite agents and have agents all across America. And so, like I'm talking to one broker right now with 950 agents, another one with over 1,000 agents on the East and out in the West. And so, there's just amazing opportunities because you got 98% of the market there. But so you can invite any agents anywhere. And so if you're just an agent and we're planning to be a broker, you don't have to be a broker anymore. That you can, in fact, Teresa, I think it's on the line, that she was going to be a broker. She saw this, said, oh my gosh, I don't have to do that. And I can have all these resources and make way more money than I ever did before. So we do luxury, we do residential, and we do commercial. And so if you would like to have more information, there's all kinds of information. You can contact me, is the best way. But you can go to realestateonsteroids.com. Another one is exponsteroids.com, because again, this is my 5 steps, and then we have the business model EXP, your choice on whether or not you'd like to have that enhanced business model or not. Your first step would be to probably really just text me. My number is 214-753-7204, and text me and let me know. But the first step is go to join.exprealty.com. We literally can have you over by tomorrow. that even in this, with all these changes, and because we're high tech, we're the highest technology company in real estate, and because of that, then we'll have you over tomorrow. But that's the agreement, and everything takes about 45 minutes to get over to do it. It's about 4 steps. You know, you gotta tell your MLS and whatever. But I'll give you those steps. There are 4 easy steps. Takes 45 minutes. So in less than an hour, you can dramatically improve your financial well-being and really your well-being period overall as a person. Is I'll show you the way to be more on your lighted path. And so with that, that's the 5 steps: mindset improvement. Nobody has that. That lead programs and strategy, training and development, savings and investment, and passive income. So I want to open it up to questions, comments. I see the little pot of gold there. That's what I just showed you. It's 5 easy steps to the pot of gold. Questions, comments. What did you like best? Lisa, what did you like? I see you're playing with that. Oh, you got to unmute. Unmute. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
What I like are all the different possibilities.
Yeah.
I'm thinking choices here. So
yeah.
It's caused me to think, and I like the different opportunities, different choices.
Yeah, yeah. And it's the most that again that I've ever seen in real estate, where wow, I can, you know, I have all these different options. And that's why, you know, to write those down and to really think about it, you know, pray on it, and hey, what do, you know, why is this better than where I am right now? You know, is it worth 45 minutes for me, and why is this better, and where can I excel at it? That and again, in my humble opinion, that you know, I think it's all the mindset. And of course, Lisa, you are familiar with my inspiration every Sunday, and almost every Sunday we exchange, you know, emails of blessings to and love to each other. And so, but that mindset, that will get you into, like, when if you're in the middle of a deal and it stalls, like, you know, I have a magical sentence to give you that will literally help you to unravel that and make that start flowing. Or if you need more leads, you know, what's that magical statement there? And in fact, I'll kind of get a survey on and here, but what do you want? Like, Lisa, what do you want most? Just, you know, kind of take this all to the side, and when you're looking at, oh, real estate business or whatever, you know, what would you like right now the most?
Talking business-wise, or?
I think really anything. Let's or if it's not business, tell me personal and business.
I think what I want and what I'm seeing here is more structure, and I want more income.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I want more peace of mind.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
So I love. Yeah.
Mind.
Yeah, yeah, I love that. And so income's a very good word that I would suggest to all of you not to use the word money. There's just so many negative connotations around that. Your subconscious mind has beliefs in there that typically say, you know, money's the root of all evil or whatever. And so, but income's a very good one. And so the magical sentence that if you guys want income, that the magical sentence for more income, that I would ask that you write down 21, if you want more income, to write down 21 times, do it after we get off here, and then do it every morning. But that magical sentence for more income, and it'll play out for you immediately, it'll start working out, is, and so write down, I easily accept new prosperity thoughts. So I easily accept new prosperity thoughts, and I am prepared to increase my income now. And what that is So I easily accept new prosperity thoughts. Subconscious mind says, no problem. If you say, I am wealthy, subconscious mind says, bullshit. And you don't get agreement. And so, but I easily accept new prosperity thoughts. Boom, got it together with your conscious and your subconscious mind. Matthew 17:18, it says that when two of you are together, it shall be manifested on earth. The Father shall give it to you. That, and what that means is the conscious and the subconscious mind. Okay, so I easily accept new prosperity thoughts, and I am prepared. And again, the subconscious mind says, you are prepared. I am prepared for more income and then the powerful now. And the reason why you use the word now is because if you say, hey, I'm going to get, then the subconscious mind says, okay, you're going to get, but not today. And so you want to have that now. But that is a magical sentence. And again, I have magical sentence for, like, and especially if you're working with something I've helped, agents and physical disabilities or whatever that, and the reason why is, so here's where the magic is. That's how powerful each one of you are. Each one of you are these powerful, magnificent creators, and you can literally take the energy that creates worlds and turn it into, with your thoughts, turn it into your experience. And so I just help you with that to be able to think more about what you want versus what you don't want. One great quote, and then I'll be quiet, if you will, but one great quote that I've been using recently of mine is that that you can't ask for what you don't want and expect to get what you want. Okay, so if you're looking out at this world, oh gosh, I hope I don't get this flu, that you're going to attract sickness. It may not be that flu, but right away you don't feel good, right? Like, I don't want to, so you don't say that. So that's asking for what you don't want and then expecting what you want. What you want to do is, hey, I want to be healthy, wealthy, and successful. So great. What personal thing, Lisa? A peace of mind, did you say?
Yes, the well-being, yes.
Yeah, and well-being. Oh, that's a good one. In fact, what was that?
Security.
Yeah, and security. Yeah, and so so I actually would just stay on well-being. Security kind of sounds like, hey, and that you're already secure because you're loved and guided and supported every moment of every day by God.
Thank you.
Yeah, and so we're all fine, and we have the security. If God takes care of the birds, just think on how He's going to take care of us. And of course, I'm an ordained minister, so some of you guys think you're in church right now. You are, but it's a fun church. So yeah, well-being. So actually, on Tuesday, I'm going to talk about well-being and give a magical sentence for well-being. So stay tuned for that. Carol, what did you like best? Carol, are you there? Oh, you got to unmute. Unmute. Yeah, we got to hear you. Hey, there you are.
Well, it's all very interesting. Hi, EXP Royalty. I've seen you all around, and so actually
Yeah.
it was a company of interest. I was just thinking about how you on the Facebook pages. What's the rule of thumb? Because I know that most people put their name or the company name and then EXP. How are
Yeah.
you handling that though
Yeah.
on page on like I want this name
Yeah.
and
So
my
Carol,
area is
for you,
Bartonville, Flower Mound.
yeah, Carol, for you, since you're a broker, that you use your
Mhm.
name, your brokerage, the way that you want it. The state of Texas, because you're in
Okay.
Texas, the state of Texas required that you put down brokered by eXp Realty on like your Facebook, but fairly small. Now,
Right.
you'll see that I don't have eXp at all because I'm Agent Wealth Success. Again, it's the business model I do, and I'm not
Hmm.
going out to the consumer, if you will. And so because of that, I don't need to use that, if you will, because my agents are actively going
Right.
consumer where I am not. And so that's how you would do it is, again, half the size in Texas, it's half the size of your largest size, typically your company name or whatever. The largest, half that size is brokered by eXp Realty. But you can do everything that the way that you've been doing. And then again, as you see agents, you can do you got the lead programs. And so you can really build a big empire. Because you have all these resources that you as a broker individually, I know that I just didn't have all those resources, and now I do.
Right.
What else did you like, Carol?
Well, I'm just, yeah, I said here. Oh, I was just, so I'm just searching right here on Facebook and seeing what's going on and seeing,
Yeah.
having been a Remax franchise owner of 2 different franchises,
Right.
it's something in my mind, like, what I'm saying, how do we distinguish me from the other people? Because the EXP has a good name, so I'd like it on the tagline, but
Cool. And so you
just
also have
asking how.
so you also have the option to just use EXP, and you can use that logo and
Right.
so
Yeah.
so you can
Yeah.
use just EXP on there. And yeah, EXP has a great reputation. It's the fastest growing real estate company ever.
Mhm.
It's the highest technology ever that everybody is following us. All other brokers are losing agents, and EXP is gaining agents. We got, I don't know, 1,500 agents right now.
No,
Pardon me?
I see your signs around here, and I was
Yeah.
like, good.
Yeah,
New
So
breath of fresh air.
yeah,
Tired of Remax, tired of Keller Williams.
yeah,
And I've shared all that with you for many reasons. So yeah, I think it's cool.
yeah. Great,
It's good.
fantastic.
Good things.
Well, fantastic. Thank you, Carol. Other thoughts, comments from anybody? What did you like best? Any questions? There's all kinds of other stuff that I haven't told you about. Facebook came to us and said, listen, you're a leading edge tech company. We want to give you our technology so you can communicate internally. So we have workplace that it can communicate. So, you got a buyer in another state, you can make money on that. And you can communicate, just locally, where do I get the cheapest signs? Or I got this listing here, or I have this buyer looking at it, and you can give it to, 1,000 agents in the market that you're at that are, the agents that are with the experience. So there's all kinds of other things that I haven't gotten into, but this can help you, at least on, hey, here's the initial overview on the 4 ways for your GPS to real estate success. Any other thoughts, comments? Hey, how about a little singing, just a little before we leave? And so we like to laugh and have more fun. We like to laugh and have more fun. Good. As we increase our income, as we
increase our income,
Our income.
I accept prosperity. I
accept prosperity.
Abundance finds me easily. Abundance finds me easily. Prosperity is my divine right. Prosperity is my divine right.
My divine right.
The universe is my guiding light. The universe
is my guiding light.
Versus my guiding light.
So, ladies and gentlemen, divine ones, I thank you so much. It's just been amazing. I'm going to turn off the recording, and then if you want to ask other questions or whatever, I'm going to still hang around because and this is what we do now. We're virtual, so I give you all hugs, and I give you kisses and love you. And then let me just turn this guy off. And